Hi, my name is Muhammad Rahman Rahman. So today I will be demonstrate how to make a simple character movement in Godot game engine. So let's get started. Imagine you have built a lovely 2D level but the player can't move, so the game feels so empty. By creating a simple responsive character controller is one of the first steps to bring a game to life. Today, I will show you how to set up a 2D player scene in Godot and write a compact G script that handles walking, jumping, and also gravity. As a game development enthusiast who has experience with Godot for 5 years, I have found that mastering this basic movement is the foundation of any successful 2D game. By the end of this demonstration, you will be able to move a character left, right, jump, and have a clean collision handling for your own game project. So first, I'll show the small scene and node you need. Then I'll walk you through the code line by line, and finally I will demonstrate how to test and tweak the movement. Now let's see what we need and the steps to follow. Essential item for scene and asset setup. First, you need to prepare a Godot project, and it is recommended to use Godot 3 or maybe Godot 4 because it's newer. Then if you are following the kinematic body to the example, next you must have a player sprite and a surface for the character to stand on, such as a tile map or static body 2D floor. Furthermore, you need to set up the minimal nodes required for the play scene. You should start by creating a kinematic body 2D as the root node to act as the player physics body, so it's like a father. Then you need to add a sprite or animated sprite node. But for me personally, I use sprite to provide the visual representation. Additionally, a collision shape 2D node is required to define the physical boundaries of the character. And finally, you may optionally include an area 2D for ground detection, although a kinematic collision check is usually sufficient. After setting up the nodes, you must configure the input action in the project map, such as UI left and UI right. So it's like keybind for player to move. With the nodes and input ready, let's move on the actual implementation of the movement step. Steps to implement the character movement. The initial phase involves a quick setup of the scene to begin. Create a new scene and a kinematic body to the player node. Then rename it to the player for me. After that, add a sprite or animated sprite as a child node and assign your character sprite frame. Next, add a collision shape as a child and create a rectangle shape, or maybe it depends on your player how it looks, that fit as the character body. Subsequently, place the player node above a floor that has its own collision shape. Following this, define the input map with action like UI left, UI right, and even jump. Finally, you can insert the GD script code that will handle the movement logic. To conclude, let's recap the main point we have covered today. So today we learned the minimal node setup and a short GD script to implement walking, jumping, and gravity for a 2D character in Godot. With a few variables, speed, gravity, jump, strength, and move and slide, you can create responsive movement quickly. So try adjusting values. It depends on what you like, what you need. Add animation state changes and add smoothing or jump buffer features to make movement feel better and smooth. With practice and tuning, character movement become intuitive to build and is the foundation for many gameplay features. That's all from me. Thank you.